The drums beat like a heart ready to burst, and the streets of Belize City were a river of color, sound, and life. Even the air felt alive, thick with laughter and the scent of spices from food stalls. But I wasn't watching the parade that day. My eyes were on two young faces in the crowd, drawn to each other like moths to a flame, with a passion that seemed to make the carnival itself sparkle brighter. The streets of Belize City woke with a roar of celebration as Carnival Day arrived. Streamers hung from verandas, and vendors called out, selling everything from handmade jewelry to sizzling street food. Music from the colorful, decorated floats filled the air. The rhythmic sounds of punta music, the brook-down beats of banjo, accordion, guitar, and percussion instruments, and DJs on decorated trucks blasting reggae, dance hall, and soca hits. The streets were alive, the houses and storefronts adorned in bright hues of pink, purple, and gold. Banners fluttered above, and everywhere people waved Belizean flags, laughing, singing, and dancing. Children paraded with painted faces and vibrant costumes, their smiles as wide as the sun. The atmosphere was electric. In the midst of all this was Kaya, an 18-year-old black girl who sparkled as if she were the sun itself. Her smile was warm and lively, her skin glowing in the golden afternoon light. Her carnival costume was vibrant, adorned with feathers as blue as the Caribbean Sea and beads that glistened with her every move. Kaya had been waiting for this day for months. She and her friends had spent countless evenings sewing their costumes and practicing dances. They mastered Punta's hip-shaking, circular motions and perfected every move they dreamed of showcasing. Now her heart beat in time with the drums as she danced, her feet moving to rhythms that felt like home. On the other side of the street was Malik, a handsome 19-year-old black man with a shy smile and observant eyes. Malik was the son of a fisherman. Though he didn't wear a fancy costume, just a black pair of shorts and a white t-shirt with a painted Belizean flag, he carried something deeper, a profound love for the music, for the beats that seemed to echo in his soul. Before I continue with the story, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Become a part of a community that enjoy clean, fun stories. And after watching my story, comment so I would know your thoughts and share it with your friends. I thank you for your support. Enjoy. Kaya twirled through the crowd, her laughter blending with the music. She was lost in the dance when she felt someone watching her. She glanced up and met Malik's gaze. He stood just a few feet away, his dark eyes locked on her as though she were the only person in the crowd. For a moment, the world seemed to slow down. Kaya felt her cheeks warm as he gave her a small, shy smile. She hesitated, then returned the smile. As if silently agreeing, Malik stepped forward. The drums seemed to beat louder, and the people around them faded as they began to move together. They didn't speak at first. They just danced, letting the rhythm guide them. Kaya twirled around him, her laughter mingling with the music, and Malik's eyes never left her. He tried to match her steps, his feet stumbling a little, but she didn't mind. Instead, she reached out, took his hand, and pulled him closer. The music softened, and they finally paused, catching their breath. Malik looked down, smiling shyly. "I'm Malik," he said softly, almost afraid to break the magic. "Kaya," she replied, still holding his hand. They shared a moment of silence, just smiling at each other. Then Kaya pointed to a nearby food stall. "Are you hungry?" she asked, her eyes bright with excitement. Malik nodded, and they walked over, hand in hand, as if they had known each other forever. They shared a plate of fried jacks with beans, laughing as they ate, feeling like the world belonged to them alone. As the night deepened, Malik and Kaya found a quiet spot by the water, away from the noise. They sat side by side, watching the waves gently lap against the shore. Malik took Kaya's hand, his fingers warm against hers. "Kaya," he began, his voice low and serious. "I don't know what the future holds, but I know that today, this moment, is special to me." Kaya looked at him, her heart full. "And I'll remember it forever, Malik," she replied softly. He reached into his pocket, pulling out a small shell, its surface smooth and pearly. "Take this," he said, pressing it into her hand, "so you'll remember me." Kaya held the shell tightly, her eyes misting with tears. She leaned over and kissed him, a soft, sweet kiss, filled with all the words they couldn't say. The next day, Malik was gone, out to sea with his father. Kaya returned to the bustling city, carrying the memory of their night together close to her heart. She kept the shell with her, tucked safely in her pocket, as a reminder of their magical carnival day. Days turned into weeks, and life went on. But every time she heard the beat of the drums or saw the ocean, Kaya thought of Malik. Deep down, she believed that one day their paths would cross again. Months passed and Carnival came around once more. Kaya was in the crowd, dancing again, her heart as hopeful as ever. She hadn't forgotten Malik, and as the music began, she felt that familiar thrill of excitement. And then, across the crowd, she saw him. Malik was there, his eyes searching until they landed on her. He smiled, and she felt her heart leap. They moved toward each other, their smiles widening. For a moment, they simply stood still, letting the sound of the drums surround them. Then, as if the music itself urged them forward, they embraced tightly, holding on as though no time had passed. "I never stopped thinking about you," Malik whispered. "Neither did I," Kaya replied, tears glistening in her eyes. They danced together once again, their steps perfectly in sync. The world melted away, leaving only their shared rhythm, their love renewed under the shimmering lights of Carnival. Their story became one of hope for everyone who heard it. The moral of the story is simple yet profound. True love endures not in grand gestures or fleeting moments, but in the quiet resilience of hearts that choose each other over and over again. No matter the distance, time, or challenges, love will find its way if nurtured with faith, hope, and a little rhythm. If this story of Kaya and Malik touched your heart, don't let it end here. Hit that like button, subscribe for more beautiful love stories and cultural journeys, and share this video with someone who believes in the magic of true love. Drop a comment below. Have you ever experienced a love that felt like it was written in the stars? Let's celebrate love, culture, and connection together. Until next time, keep dancing to the rhythm of your heart.